Guys, and welcome back to Manicentric. Today we are going to be swatching and reviewing mjlacquer's limited edition collection, Random Acts of Kindness. So if you love live swatches, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. We're going to start with a shout out real quick to mjlacquer. They are a new indie company, but the owner, Janet, is part of our nail community's very own, and I'm so happy to be supporting and swatching for her. So show her some love on her channel, on her Instagram, and stop by the Facebook. I'll have both linked below. While I show you guys my top coat and base coat that I'm using, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the collection. And basically, Random Acts of Kindness is limited edition. It's going to launch on the 26th with 15% off, and it's going to go until July 4th. No coupon necessary. And we're starting out with a gorgeous polish. I think I'm just really obsessed with the sapphire blue UCC flakes, but this one is called Noble. It's a magenta neon jelly polish with, as I mentioned, sapphire blue UCC flakes. Now, this is just absolutely beautiful in the bottle and on the nail, and it goes on so smooth and easy. Like, I did it in 2 coats. I know that some people are going to want to do 3 coats because they have a really noticeable nail line or much longer nails. But for me, 2 coats was perfect with a top coat. And a little information about the collection, some of the names. It takes inspiration from Random Acts of Kindness. Basically, if we practice the same principles that we teach our children, then we can stamp out injustices, prejudices, intolerances, and all of the negativities that crush the human spirit. We can turn it around, and all it takes is 1 act at a time. So, next up is Kind. This one is described as a red neon jelly polish with crystal chameleon flakes and lime blue and gold UCC flakes. So, if you guys are all about those flakies and you love a great jelly base, I highly recommend this one. Normally I lean towards just magenta and blue, and I very rarely am interested in reds, but I love this jelly. It's just so gorgeous. Like, even before I get to the chameleon flakes and the lime blue and the gold UCC flakes, I liked just like the base of it. And I think it always is going to drive my camera crazy because it's just so beautifully bold, and it goes on really glossy too, like with all jelly formulas. And next up, we have Cordial. This one is described as a yellowish orange jelly polish with yellow and orange circle glitters, gold micro glitters, and a sprinkle of purple aurora shimmer. So, as you guys know, one of mjlacquer's very first releases was the Motown Favorites collection. And I absolutely loved Going to a Go-Go. So I see this as like almost a sister shade with those circle glitters in it. And I am absolutely smitten with it because, again, these jelly polishes, jelly bases go on so smooth and so shiny that it creates the perfect pond effect for your glitters. So I'm gonna have a really hard time choosing a favorite. But next up is Honest. This is a yellowish green jelly polish with lime green micro glitters and pink, purple, and blue gold UCC flakes. So while this one is packing a punch and a lot of different very cool variables, I just like it for its base. I've been very interested in neon flaky and neon jelly formulas this summer. And one of the most popular ones that everyone has been wanting is like neon greens. So the fact that Janet saw fit to add a yellowish green, like neon jelly, I thought was absolutely inspired. It was a great idea, and this one is one of my favorites, incidentally. So I'm having just the hardest time. I actually stalled on recording this voiceover because I just couldn't pick a favorite. And I don't think I'm any closer now than I was when I swatched these. But next up, we have another Crelly. This one is called Fair, and it's described as a white-based Crelly with neon round glitters and copper gold green UCC flakes. So I told you guys that recently I am coming around to liking Crellys, and this is one of those formulas that just automatically pulled me, and I'm gonna tell you guys exactly which ones really excited me. It was the neon round glitters. I thought that that was just so cool that she added those because it makes it a party polish. Without them, it's still a Crelly, but it's not party polish. And then finally, we are rounding out this collection. You know she couldn't leave us without a thermal. This one is called Pleasant. It's a holographic blue thermal, that's its cold state, that transitions to a holographic nude in warm state. This polish has red, bronze, copper, UCC flakes, lime copper blue shifting flakes, and red gold aurora shimmer. Now that is a mouthful, guys. I know you're aware of it, but you can see how very sensitive this formula is to my body temperature because I literally just applied that first coat and all of a sudden it's trying to transition, and I absolutely love really sensitive formulas. And I had the hardest time because I kept trying to keep my body temperature warm enough for you guys to see the cool gradients that her thermals always give us. But I ended up actually grabbing some water, so that footage is coming up soon. But I did want to go ahead and make sure I reiterate, guys, that this collection doesn't launch until June the 26th. And then you will have the 15% off discount without any code being necessary. And that sale goes through July 4th. These bottles are $10.50 a piece. And of course, they are still her 10 free vegan and cruelty free formula as always. So you guys just saw it in its warm state. Again, this is the cool state. I want to make sure that I showed them at least once a piece and then go back so that you can compare it. So we're going to be showing the warm state again. And off screen, I am dipping into water. So that's the warm state again. And my finger is trying to get cold. So I just kind of dropped it at here. That is it for me today. Guys, I'm going to have her Facebook info, Instagram, and website down below. Thank you again for joining me. Stay safe and take care of each other.